Grand Rising is Shay Seeking from American Aborigines Unchained on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks a lot for coming back to the channel. This is going to be part two of talking about the inferior race, or why do people call so-called black people the inferior race? Okay, so we're breaking down these terms. We're just looking into them to see where we're at. Um, okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into infernal. And this is an adjective in this late 14th century. Again, are we in the fourth day of Genesis, of or pertaining to the underworld? Again, see, I'm taking y'all somewhere, and if you're already on the channel, you know where we're going. Okay, so of or pertaining to the underworld, ancient tourists. Now, I'm a tourist. No, okay, I didn't need to really say that, but anyways, it came to my mind. So again, ancient Tartarus. So there's a lot of talk this year, last year, coming out about this Tartarus, and how some of these people are finding leftover ruins from these places, and they're all over the world. You can tell that they live luxuriously, but they seem to think that this was a lighter stock of people because, again, we know how that goes. But again, we're just seeing right here. We're just going to use common sense, wisdom, knowledge, discernment, logic. We're just going to check it out. So, so again, here it's talking about Tartarus. Okay, uh, the sunless abode. Okay, so the sunless. Okay, again, what are we talking about? Are we talking about the sunless, meaning SON, or are we talking about the SUN? Okay, so the sunless abode of the dead. Okay, so we could be talking about dark. Okay, so who knows? Okay, even we could even be talking something like, even, I always talk about the pyramid on the dollar bill with the sun shining on that eye. Is that only for certain people, or is that for you? You know, again, they have adopted you into their religion, okay, to give you an altered version of what this book is saying. Also put you in the education system to teach you the words, to think you know the words, but you're not using etymology, so you don't know the origin and you don't know the history of the word. So we're just using the dictated versions that are placed in dictionaries, okay, in order to interpret what we think we know, okay. And even when you're young, they make you do what? Go ahead and repeat those or write these different definitions 10 times a piece. It's to get you to absorb that and basically regurgitate it, okay? So again, when someone tries to tell you some new information, since you uphold their education system or indoctrination station so much, I'm educated, but you really don't know. See, the more educated you are by their system, the less you are by what's within, okay? So let's keep going. Um, so yeah, the sunless abode of the dead, or the Christian hell. Okay, now let's just don't even go there really, but we are. Okay, so when the next time when somebody keeps trying to tell me, okay, because I've done enough research, but this is more confirmation. Okay, so when it's saying here that the sunless abode of the dead, again, we're doing all this sun worship, but I've been getting a lot in tune and getting a lot of urge to look into what was going on with the moon in our people. And have they deceived you into going for something? You see? Okay. We don't have to go any further. Okay. So, yeah. So, right here it just says the abode of the dead or the Christian hell. So, them telling you you're going to hell, you tell them it's too late because we already there. It's just the obvious, okay? So from Old French, infernal, of hell, hellish. Let's see, of or belonging to the lower regions, okay? belonging to the lower regions, hell, Ambrose, let's see, the lower world, uh, mm, okay, lower, lying beneath, underground of the lower regions, from below. Pluto was in Furnace Rex, and Latin inferi meant the inhabitants of the infernal regions, the dead. That's why you're gonna keep calling yourself. Let them convince you of this Black Lives Matter shit. Please, okay? They about to act like God and Jesus and came down with Mary and everything. Y'all watch. Okay, I'm just saying, don't fall for it. We should just be questioning everything at this point. Okay. Okay. So the dead, okay? So as long as you keep calling yourself Black and African American, that's what you'll be. And so we can't get mad when they say things like, even that's what I was saying with the Confederacy, when they say stuff like, a Negro has no rights. Oh well, God, this is deemed by God, and he made a decree. He decreed it. He made it a decree, actually, in order to do what's being done to you. Okay. So this is why you're a joke, really. But they took away everything else. They took away your language, your culture, your everything. And again, I keep telling you, if they so close to Africa, why didn't they just indoctrinate the people in Africa with the Bible when first before they came over here? Okay, because again, Africa wasn't even part of that continent. Okay, or country, was not even colonized until the 1870s. And then why did they give up so fast? And then now it take until the 90s where they go back into Africa trying to bring God. Okay, so again, this doesn't make any sense. This doesn't make any sense at all. Okay. While they were already here in 1607, or 1507 actually, even before that. Okay, trying to indoctrinate you. Okay. So let's see, lower line beneath. Okay. So again, let's see, association of the world with fire and heat is via the Christian concept of hell, meaning devilish, hateful. Excuse me. Is from the early 15th century, meaning suitable for or appropriate to hell. Is from the 16th century as a name of hell or a word for things which resemble it. Okay, black, I don't know. The Italian form inferno has been used in English since 1834. Okay, so infernal characteristics or resembling hell. Again, extremely evil or cruel, expressive of cruelty, or befitting hell. Again, demonic, all these words. Okay. So, that's not one. Oh, okay. Here's one. Of or pertaining to or characteristic of a very uncontrolled and intense fire. Again, what did we just talk about? The straws that are going to be fueled or flamed, and no one will be able to put it out. Okay. So, infernal being of the underworld. Okay. So, again, inferior of or characteristics of low rank or importance, of low or inferior quality, written or printed below. Okay, we already did this. Okay. Infra. Okay, under, below, further on, below, under, beneath, at a later place. I don't know. Let's see, beneath. Okay, infralapsarian. Infralaps, it sounds like a damn dinosaur. Again, I believe that dinosaurs did not exist in that way. And when they talk about giants or dinosaurs or even a lizard race or something like that, they could be possibly talking about some ancient creatures or deities or gods or something of this sense. We see them, when it comes to ancient Egypt, and we see the reptilian looking creature, but again, it could also not be anything ugly like that. They may have just made the images of these people, these beings, ugly so that you fear them, okay? Or the energy, or don't want to go near it, especially them Christians, okay? And so that's one-sided. You haven't even seen enough of the world, if that's the way you look at things, where you can't, see um, that there may be another part of it. If you're not willing to even look into a Satan and see what was really going on in the Bible, to notice that God killed way more people than he ever did, or anything like this in the Bible. So, and God actually lied more than he did in the Bible, because God told them that if they did this, they will die. And again, if we're looking at it at the religious aspect, the people did not die, okay? um, so Satan actually didn't lie, okay? So, in my eyes, okay? So, below, beneath, a fall. Okay, we already looked at all these, I think. What is this one? Okay, so then we get to infrastructure. Okay, 1887 from French infrastructure. Again, this is what we call this so-called governing force or system. Okay, the installation that forms the basis of any operation or system, originally in a military sense. Now, ain't that funny? Because that's the same thing that it says when we talk about the caste system. The basic structure or features of a system or organization, okay? The establishment, you get it, okay? The stock of basic facilities and capital equipment needed for the functioning of a country or area. That's you, my friends. Let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. We're going to stop right here. Again, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Please do not forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you like. Again, American Aborigines Unchained on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah. Bye.